After like a million years of going totally MIA, I'm back and we're gonna be having another eyeshadow tutorial today. And I look like so bad because I just took off all my makeup because I wanted to have a clear face for this tutorial. But this is the sunflower look that I did probably last week, I think. And everybody just really liked it. And I had a few requests to do a video. My eyebrows are getting better, although I did do a poll on Instagram and everybody thinks that I should just let them grow out and be wild just like models have them. So that is probably what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna be lots of fun to do, I think. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this look because I hate long intros. And so for this makeup look, we are all getting close and personal to see my dark circles and my blemishes, pimples, whatever. But that's fine because everybody has them, and so there's no reason to like feel self-conscious about them because I mean everybody has them or had them or gets them or will get them. So I already put my eyeshadow primer on. That is the Morphe eyelid primer, this stuff right here, and it works like a charm, I'm telling you. So we just want to have this all primed for the eyeshadow so it makes it extra pop. So to start off, I used the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I am using this yellow right here. And we're just going to put this all in the upper crease of the lid. Off on a wet base because I wanted the colors to pop, especially the yellow since it is the brightest of the other browns that I used. So we have one eyelid finished, and that is just the yellow in the crease, and we're just gonna do that to this eyelid. So I do want this yellow shade to be as pigmented as possible. So what I did is I just repeatedly stacked it onto my eyelid, so that way the more and more color I added, the more pigment there would be. And you want to try to bring it up as to the brow as much as you can, so that way when you add the dark brown, it doesn't cover up all the yellow, because you want the yellow to still peek through. Crease, I directed a brown right here, but that way you have the yellow still peeking out from above. And for that, I used the Morphe Second Nature palette. I also used this Sephora brush because it was perfect for just directing it exactly right there. We're using the shade So Warm from the Morphe Second Nature palette, and I'm just dabbing that. And then we're just going to work this into the lower crease, but try not to get it up here by the brow bone. Tip to ensure that you don't go too far up is I start right here on the lid first thing, so that way it won't cut that far into the yellow. I guess that makes sense. I don't really know how, but and then I just slowly build my way up. I don't start directly where it needs to be just because I don't want to mess up, and so then you can just blend it up and out, and it creates your little brown in the crease. So now that I have my brown in my crease, I'm going to go back with the yellow, and I'm just going to go over the top brown. Doing this, I feel helps blend it better together, so that way it's not just a straight seam, and it also allows a more vibrant yellow because I'm stacking on once again. So next is the trickiest part for me because I always mess up. I feel like my creases are uneven, or I'm just really bad at this. I have to cut my crease, and I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade medium. This was my old concealer, but since I don't have my tan anymore, I had to get a shade lighter. So I'm just going to take some because there's not much left, and I'm just going to put it right here on my eyelid, and then I can just work it out. This I would definitely say is the part that like makes it or breaks it. I'm going to take my concealer brush, and we are just going to hope for the best while we cut this crease. successfully cut my crease. I feel like it's kind of uneven, but I mean, nothing's perfect, I guess. So next we're going to add the green shimmer that I did right here. Going back to the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, we're using this green shade right here. And I'm just going to put this inside of my crease right there. Or not my crease, but on my lid where I cut it. We're not gonna bring it all the way out because we are gonna be blending in something else later. I wouldn't bring it all the way to the top because you might wanna get a finer brush for that. So I'm just putting it on the main part of my lid. I'm just taking this really fine eyeshadow brush and I'm just gonna like use it to blend the rest of the shadow up to the cut crease so that way it's very defined and it doesn't look like I just blended it like I did everything else. Now that I have the green placed on my lid, I'm going to go back in with the Morphe Second Nature palette. I just hit myself in the name. I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe Second Nature palette, but this time I am using this shade right here. This is the shade Brunette, and we're just going to bring it from the corner of the eye in. So it's a lot darker as you can tell, but that's fine because that was like the main point. So for this part, what I did do, which Jocelyn Hill and probably everybody else that's actually good at makeup is going to totally be sad, but I mean, let's be real, they don't even watch my videos. I pull my eyelid out and then I blend this in to the green so that way it's like a really nice ombre effect. So please don't hate. This is what I do because it makes the skin easier to work with. So now I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the brown and the yellow, and I'm just going to take the same green shade, blow it off a little bit because we don't want too much, and I'm just going to bring the green back into the brown a little bit so that way it's more blended, not super harsh. Next, I think probably almost every beauty guru does this, but I'm going to take just this white shimmer shade right here in the palette and I'm gonna put it on the inner corner of my eyes to open them up a little bit more. And then I'm going to put it right here on the arch of my brow. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but we'll fix that in a minute. I have accomplished the eye look, and now we're just going to clean everything up with concealer and throw on the rest of the face because it's needed. Not actually. You don't need makeup. I just enjoy doing makeup for creativity reasons. But we're gonna go ahead and do everything else. Well, of course, my face routine has not really changed that much. I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium, and we're just going, I know like a lot of people put like a whole bunch on, but I don't really wear foundation, so I try not to do that because I can't like cover up everything perfectly. So we're just gonna dab, and that's actually a lot more than what I normally use. And then I'm going to take a beauty blender and we're gonna spray it with some rose and aloe water. And we're just going to blend that out. I probably shouldn't be using my phone to see how I'm doing this. Wouldn't be very smart. A funny story with my beauty blender actually. My black one that I normally use, and you've probably seen like other videos of mine, has gone missing, and it is because my new cat has seemed to take a liking to taking my things and has kind of stolen it from me. So I don't really know where it is. I don't think I'm going to find out where it is. And so I have to do with this beauty blender, and I'm probably gonna buy a new one later on. I'm just gonna go back in with this brush that I used, and I'm going to bring this out a little bit again because I didn't want to make a straight line. I did kind of want the smoky effect. I'm just bringing that a little bit under the lash line. Not too much though. Now I'm going to go back with my concealer and cover any little blemishes. I have a dark line right there, so I'm gonna cover that. I have a zit right here. Not a zit, I don't know what it is, it's a bump. We're gonna wipe the blue eyeshadow off right here. I have a little few blemishes right there. I really need to stop using my phone as a mirror, but take the beauty blender again. We're just gonna go over everything one more time. Next, since this is a darker eye look, and normally darker eye looks on me like make my face look more pale, I'm going to be adding a little bit of bronzer. So for bronzer, I am using Dirty Little Secret, and this is from one of my Ipsy bags because, yeah. And it has a lot of shimmer to it actually, but we're gonna live with that because I feel like it would look really nice with the matte and then the little bit of shimmer right here. I'm going to be adding blush because, like I said, I feel like I look washed out when I use darker colors on my eyes, so I definitely want to add a little color to my cheeks. So now I'm going to take this little unicorn brush. It's pretty amazing. I'm not going to do that because I just put makeup on, and I'm going to put a little bit of the Dirty Little Secret back on, and we're just going to contour my nose because I like a little nose, and I don't have one. I'm not complaining about my nose, but why not change it? Bring that up because we want it to look a little natural. At least try to make it look a little natural. I am not a pro at contouring noses or contouring anything, honestly. I kind of just go off of what I've seen people do. We're gonna do this a little bit so I have like kind of a button nose. And bring it down my nostrils just a bit. Now is, I think, probably my favorite part, baking, because I just like baking. So we're just going to put it right here on my jawline. Can't even really see it. I feel like my beauty blender works better than a brush because you can like actually see the line, but I'm a beauty blender short, so it had to be used for something else. So I only bake under my contour because I feel like when I bake under my eyes, it causes like the under eyes to look really cakey and powdery, and I just, not what this is. I have this done. Now, since I didn't really put that much on, it's just gonna sit for like a minute. I'm going in with Urban Decay Afterglow because a queen. We're just taking this little Real Techniques brush, and we're gonna be dipping it into Cliche because that's what I am most of the time, very cliche. And just put it right here on your cheekbone. Gonna put it right here, and for this part I should probably use my finger. So I put it on the tip of my nose, and then we're gonna put it down the bridge, but don't meet it, so that way it's like a little exclamation mark on your nose. And then I'm going to put it on my cupid's bow because it causes your lips to look a little more plump. You need to be shining like an angel. Now I'm just going to wipe any powder that I put here away that like you can't even see. Buff it out a little bit. And we have to do mascara now. And I try to do this after all the powder so that way none of the powder sticks to the mascara and it causes it to look really weird and just not okay. So for lashes, this is pretty interesting, but this is a little tip that you guys might want to know about. I heat up my lash curler. Now I don't like sit there and like cause it to just sit there in the heat. So it warms up and it's like a curling iron for your lashes. And it helps them curl way better. Just like that, they are praising the Lord. They're so high. Oh my goodness. And I'm just going to do that one more time for the other lash. I would be careful. You don't want the curler to be hot still because that like would hurt. Because you can burn yourself. But we are praising the Lord with these lashes. Don't even need falsies. And we're gonna take my favorite mascara, which is actually through my aunt's company that she's being an ambassador for, and it is unique. It's called Moodstruck Epic Mascara, and it is absolutely epic because I love the brush, and it is just super elongating. It makes your lashes look super long. It doesn't do any clumpy things or anything like that. And it also gives them a lot of volume. It's almost like you're wearing falsies. Here's the mascara, and it makes your eyelashes look so long. And I think like curling them also helps them make them look long, but it's just my real lashes are not this long, but they make them look awesome. So I will definitely link the mascara in the description box below if you guys want to buy it. And it's gonna be through her page, so yeah, it's pretty great. They have some pretty cool products. They're all about skincare, and all of, well, not all of it, but like most of the money that they raise does go to domestic abuse, so that is pretty awesome. It's definitely a charitable cause. So after I'm done with the lashes, I'm done with my face, the last thing that every girl needs, not actually needs, but it always pulls a look together, at least for me, is lips. And I'm probably gonna be using the exact lip color that I used in the look that I did last week with this eyeshadow. I am using the MAC Lip Tensity lipstick in the shade Toast and Butter. And this is a beautiful shade. It is so creamy when you put it on. I know you're supposed to like line your lips when you put lipstick on, but I do not have a lot of lip liners. So if there's a company that wants to send me lip liners and it's like totally down for me advertising them, hit a girl up, because absolute need, honestly. So this is the Toast and Butter color. It is so pretty. I'm in love with it. It's like a velvet. It's not matte. Well, I guess it kind of is, but I love this. So we are going to set this all with NYX Matte Finished Setting Spray, which is everything to me. And I also like to add aloe and rose water because I want to make sure it does not look exactly like powder. I like kind of like a dewy look. And so I'm just gonna add a few squirts. Here is the finished look. It is definitely looking like a sunflower, I would say. I hope that you guys all benefited from this, and you guys definitely know how to do this. I just flipped my hair like a million times. It was curled earlier, but the curls, I guess, just kind of fell. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a blessed day, and make sure to like and subscribe and comment what you want to see. And yeah, thanks for watching, and XOX.